in, if I will put it this way, unnecessary populism and rushing to the press, rushing to social media, and taking decisions and steps and making another.
That was someone Aboriginal Post speaking to the media about the close down of the Washington, D.C., the Ghana Embassy in Washington, D.C., where he says that the tactic being employed by the Minister for Foreign Affairs, Samuel Okudzeto-Ablakwa, is quite unpopular and undiplomatic. He's calling on him to rescind the decision as well as put measures in place to properly address this particular incident. But now let's still stay on the with regards to the Ghana Embassy in Washington, as it is expected to reopen tomorrow, May 29, 2025, resuming full consular services after a temporary closure due to a major corruption scandal. Shut down on May 26, 2025, as part of a restructuring and system overhaul after uncovering an ICT breach which allowed a staff member to redirect applications into a fraudulent scheme for personal benefits. Now, this was contained in a statement released by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs yesterday, May 27, 2025, where it says that a team of seasoned diplomats will ensure that a total system overhaul is put in place, restore integrity into the embassy's operation, and complete ongoing structural reforms. Speaking about this particular statement, let's walk you through the details of that statement. Reopening of the Embassy of Ghana in Washington, D.C., United States of America. Following the recall of home-based staff and the suspension of the local staff of the Embassy of Ghana in Washington, D.C., United States of America, a team of seasoned diplomats led by an astute diplomat from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs has been tasked to run missions to ensure total system overhaul, restore integrity in the embassy's operations, and complete ongoing structural reforms. It is worth noting that an information technology team has already been deployed to reconfigure the website and payment platforms to do away with all unofficial and unauthorized links associated with the IT systems of the embassy. The ministry wishes to inform the general public that the embassy is set to reopen on Thursday, May 29, 2025. That's tomorrow. We are sure that measures have been put in place to clear the backlog. Any inconvenience resulting from our necessary interventions is deeply regretted. All inquiries may be channeled to the following for prompt resolution as stated below. And then the ministry additionally conveys that the unfortunate circumstances which led to the closure of the embassy has been brought to the attention of the Auditor General and the Auditor General of the Republic of Ghana for further action and appropriate sanctions. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs takes this opportunity to reassure of its commitment to enhancing service delivery to the public, safeguarding transparency and accountability, and protecting Ghana's esteemed image of the community in the community of nations. And this is released from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Now, away from that, let's bring in some stories with regards to Wontumi, as the Ashanti Regional Chairman of the New Patriotic Party, Bernard Intwi Bosiako, popularly known as Wontumi, has been picked up by the Economic and Organized Crime Office, UYOKO, following a visit to the Criminal Investigations Department headquarters yesterday, Tuesday, May 27, 2025. Now, Henry Nanabuache, the national organizer of the NPP, in a radio interview confirmed that Chairman Wontumi appeared before the CID earlier in the day to assist with ongoing investigations, but was later picked up by officials of the UYOKO when he was leaving the premises. He said heavily armed men crossed the vehicle of the chairman and took him away. Now, we brought you some highlights from what happened yesterday in the trends. Now, let's bring you some highlights with regards to what happened yesterday and bring you some statements made by some members of the MPP who spoke to
them. Someone went to report himself on his way. In front of the main gate, they just drive across him, Gigi with gun, 3 men with gun, 5 with, they have closed their face with this one, pick him, giddy. Is it fair? Is it how we arrest people?
Did they pick him or they asked him to report here at the UYOKO office?
But they picked him in a Rambo style. They opened the door of the lawyer, come down, they thought he was the one. This is not fair. My brother, we are not in the military rule. We are not in the military. We are not. Somebody said Dugati what? We are not in that system. Please, media, I am pleading with you. If this country will have peace, it will. This country will destroy. It is the media. Boko, look at the men that are here. We need them in Boko to go and bring peace. You promised to do 24 hours. You promised to do Women's Bank. You promised to do a lot, but you are just arresting us.
Thank you.
Well, those were sentiments expressed by some members of the New Patriotic Party who were expressing their displeasure at the fact that since this administration took over, there's been an attempted attempt to sort of persecute, I choose my words rightly and carefully, persecute members of the New Patriotic Party. According to the voice you just heard, he's calling that the men deployed to arrest Chairman Wontumi by Iyoko should rather be deployed to Boko, where we know that over the period there's been some unrest. We've had past leaders, President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, we had that of John Dramani Mahama, call for lasting peace in Boko. We still have seen some unrest. In recent days or recent weeks, we've seen the intervention of Otumfuo to the second, which is believed to have brought some calm. And our metric for measuring the fact that it has brought some calm is the fact that we have not had, violence erupt in Boko as we used to hear in the news every single day. It is believed and attributed to the fact that Otumfuo Stage 2 has been deployed to mitigate whatever is happening in Boko. But according to supporters of the New Patriotic Party, the men who were released yesterday are supposed to be deployed to the northern region to support. But we get to see and bring updates with regards to developments from this particular incident later on today and in the course of the week. Some international news where the administration of the U.S. President Donald Trump has directed all American embassies around the world to halt the appointment of student interviews as part of efforts to increase social media background checks for applicants. Now, in a memo sent to U.S. embassies and consulates, the Secretary of State stated that the pause will remain in effect until further guidance is issued. Now, according to U.S. media reports, the move affects those applying for students and foreign exchange visas and could significantly impact visa processes timelines. However, students who have already or have been scheduled appointments will not be affected and may proceed with their interviews. The directive is likely to affect many Ghanaian students hoping to study in the United States, as they are required to attend visa interviews at the U.S. Embassy in Accra before traveling. Now, each year, hundreds of Ghanaian students enroll in American universities, contributing to a long-standing academic and cultural exchange between the two countries. Now, the memo also revealed that U.S. is preparing to expand its vetting process to include stricter checks on applicants' social media activity. However, it did not specify what kind of content or behavior identified in the social media post by the applicant would be flagged during the screening. The decision comes amid growing tensions between Trump's administration and some top U.S. universities, particularly over issues like pro-Palestinian protests and alleged activities on campus. Now, President Donald Trump has accused several elite institutions of having discriminatory admission policies and promoting anti-Israel sentiments. Kweku Trump is really working. But that's all for the morning news on the AM Club. But before we go, we weren't able to play a video from the speaker where he expressed his displeasure with regards to the statement passed against the Korle Klottey Member of Parliament. Let's bring in that particular video now.
Honourable members, as you recall, I was not the one on the chair. In fact, I was out of the jurisdiction of this country when it happened. The investigations are still not concluded. But to be frank with you, I am very disappointed with all of you that a member seated in this house with all colleagues around and no single colleague can pinpoint to the member who uttered those words. Even those of you sitting together, the three of you that have been identified, the zone is on the tray. Get this notice. Majority members, with your numbers watching the minority, you are telling me that none of you can identify the person who spoke. The person, honorable members, please. The person spoke not once, but twice. The minority leader on his feet turned to look in that direction. And none of you can identify the person who spoke. I'm very disappointed. What is even shocking, with all the cameras and the CCTV, none could capture the person who spoke. Honorable members, these are serious matters. And when they are properly brought to me, I take action. Shouts, noise will not compel me to take action. You know what to do. Please, I am voicing out my feelings.
That was a of Parliament where he says he was voicing out his feelings clearly.
Please.
And he's back with the crown.
Please, Silvo.
You
voicing our feelings.
You can't take it away from
You cannot come and stress us. I miss him.
This time we hope that he will not leave us for health reasons.
Yeah.
We pray that he's going to be strong and oversee whatever is going to happen, especially for August, the media budget review.
Yeah.
Especially for August.
And why did I shout? Because we were trying to look for certain things, especially the COVID levy. We want to see it. We want to see what they've done.
Why do you think I was so pawned for it? Because we're told the second budget will be that.
We'll have
the second budget.
Yeah. Ooh. Okay.
Also some explanation with regards to the city, what's happening, and we want to see where it will reach by August. 1:1. President Mahama, this one we now called for it, but we are begging you. Full stop.
That means $100 can get you. Hey. Wow. Mama, can his coffee? Eh? I think he's coffee. Oh, coffee. You didn't give me coffee today. I didn't know it. We said that we wanted. Yeah. Oh.
Well, that's all for the morning news here on the AM Club. My name is Diana Edinam Kumbey. Join us with your thoughts and comments. What do you think about the whole incident with regards to Chairman Wontumi? Do you believe this is political witch hunting, or is just a process being used by Yoko to formally get some answers from Chairman Wontumi? What do you think? Join us with your thoughts and comments. Remember, the hashtag is MX24 News or the AM Club. For more news and updates, you know what to do. Join us online. It's mx24online.com, or follow us on social media pages. It's mx24gh on all pages, and then mx24 News on Instagram. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Thank you very much, Augustine, for coming through with those stories. Now we move straight to sports right after this.
Visit www.mx24online.com for news, exclusive behind-the-scenes videos, up-to-the-minute sports updates, and the latest broken pen stories now. Experience more of MX24 Online. Visit mx24online.com today. MX24. Fun, fearless, and factual.
Welcome back to the AM Club right here on MX24. My name is Miriam Uduak-Mensah. We're getting into sports now. It's time to get rewarded as the next big sports betting influencer with Betway. Please bet, share your codes with friends and loved ones. And of course, for your followers as well, if they place bets using your code, you earn 4% of their wager. It doesn't matter if it's a win or loss. If they bet, you earn cash, and more people that bet with your code, the more you earn. Okay, start betting, sharing, and winning with Bet Influencer exclusive to Betway. Well, of course, it's regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Terms and conditions definitely do apply. Bet responsibly, they say. Now, Betway, get way more. Now, let's get into big conversation, guys. Something amazing is coming, okay? This weekend, we're spending time with you. That's the Champions League final. Watch along. 2 giants, 1 trophy, all the drama. Join us live at MX24 this Saturday, 31st May, for the ultimate as PSG battles Inter Milan for European glory. Now, side competition powered by GGC, powered by Betway, Jibu Ghana, live on MX24 TV and all the other social media channels as well. Those giveaways is what you're going to enjoy. Don't want to miss this one, guys. Let's hang out this weekend. Spend lots of wonderful time here at MX24. Me, my people, because I'm definitely going to be representing. She's my sounds team, so I'm definitely representing people. So let's come along to watch a great. Yes, get these games together. Now, Ghana has been voted the La Liga Africa Most Valuable Player MVP for the 2nd consecutive season. The Atletico Bilbao forward won the award after contributing 14 goals and assists in the Spanish top flight, helping Atletico Bilbao secure UEFA the first award back-to-back in the history, receiving 32% of the vote among expert journalists and fans across the continent.
Un galardón de este tipo siempre supone que estás haciendo las cosas bien. Contento y orgulloso de que puedan ser 2 años seguidos y bueno, ojalá pueda llegar ese tercero. Bueno, teniendo en cuenta que la Liga siempre ha tenido jugadores africanos o descendientes de padres africanos, pues bueno, es un orgullo el poder representar de alguna manera nuestras raíces, el poder dar visibilidad en una liga tan especial que siempre ha sido muy seguida, el que los chavales de un continente africano que siempre se ha respirado fútbol puedan ver a sus referentes o ídolos de alguna manera triunfar, pues es siempre bonito y bueno, orgulloso, contento y ojalá el fútbol, los jugadores africanos sigan aportando en la liga porque lo estamos haciendo todos muy bien. Bueno, estamos en una generación muy buena de jóvenes y más veteranos que estamos jugando un fútbol increíble, llevamos 2 años muy buenos, no nos ponemos techos, sabemos que cómo estamos creciendo como equipo está siendo muy valorado y bueno, esperemos que la temporada siguiente en Champions pues podamos asentarnos, podamos pelear otra vez por entrar en Champions y evidentemente la Copa, que es el sueño de todos los atletizales, podamos hacer un buen papel.
Well, away from that, Enzo Maresca says he and his Chelsea players will take a win at any cost approach to Chelsea's Conference League final against the Real Betis, which is an opportunity for the Blues to complete their collection of European trophies. Enzo Maresca also shed light on the difficulties with competing in the UEFA Conference League.
Probably the most complicated thing this season about the conference has been to convince the player that for us was the best competition in the world. And the reason why was because it's the competition that we were in. So every game has been difficult, especially because I needed to convince the player that we were not able to drop nothing, because you can lose points against any team, and we need to respect any team in Europe and any team that we face. And then I'm not focused about winning this competition or with this trophy because my name. For sure, I'm happy if we win, but I'm especially happy for the club, for the fans, And as you said, also because Chelsea can become the first club in Europe to win all the European competition.
Now moving away from that, Tyrese Haliburton put up 32 points, 15 assists and 12 rebounds without a turnover in a sensational postseason performance to lead the Indiana Pacers past the New York Knicks 131 Elliott lead Eastern Conference. Right here on the AM Club. Before we go, it's time to get rewarded as the next big sports betting influencer with Betway. Place bets and share your codes with friends, fans and followers. If they place a bet using your code, you earn 4% of their wages. Doesn't matter if it's a win or loss. If they bet, you earn cash, and that's all about it. And the more people that bet with your code, the more cash you earn. Well, start betting, sharing, and winning with a Bet Influencer exclusive to Betway. Remember, terms and conditions definitely do apply. Regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. And bet responsibly. Betway, get way more. Well, catch up with all the fun, the breaking news stories, sports, and business insights on mx24online.com. It's now time for entertainment and showbiz. Let's get it.
Visit www.mx24online.com for news, exclusive behind-the-scenes videos, up-to-the-minute sports updates, and the latest broken pen stories now. Experience more of MX24 Online. Visit mx24online.com today. MX24. Fun, fearless, and factual.
everybody. You're welcome to Entertainment News segments right here on the 8 o'clock Daily. My name is Stephanie Flash. As usual, Coffee Daily is brought to you by Coffee with you every single moment. Now, let's get straight into a story. Good morning, beautiful. Good morning, darling.
Good morning, beautiful.
Good morning, Empress. Good morning,
Princess.
Queen.
Good morning, darling.
Good morning, solid rock upon which I stand.
How you doing?
I'm good. I'm fine. I'm sexy.
No, you look super bright this morning.
I do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're very excited. And when I'm talking about this brightness, that kind of brightness that comes from within. No, it looks like you're excited.
Yeah, thank you.
Some money come.
No.
And medicine.
No.
Oh, wow. Then this joy is coming from a deeper place. What's in the world of entertainment?
Well, this story is something that I'll see a lot of celebrities resonate with. Now we have Peter from P Square, and he speaks about the fact that they always prayed for fame, but now that they've had fame, they want to hide. They're tired of fame, man. Sometimes it gets very, very overwhelming. I've seen so many celebrities who just want to just like sleep and not do anything, especially outside the country where there's paparazzi. I remember I saw a video where Selena Gomez was begging the paparazzi to just allow her drink her tea. Tea. What do you need stories for me drinking tea? Cardi B has fought paparazzi for photos of her and her dad. She said, you can take photos of me, but don't take photos of my dad. Justin Bieber recently fought paparazzi.
That's what he did. Like he just can't walk on the street.
Right. And it's true, because you'll be sitting here saying, God, I want to be famous. I want fame. I want people to know me. I want to enjoy the privilege of fame, because fame comes with money. But then when you have it, well, let's get into the stories. Nigerian music star Peter Okoye of P Square has revealed that despite achieving success, fame has taken a toll on his life. In a recent interview, Okoye shared that he now takes extreme measures to avoid being recognized in public, wearing face masks, face caps, and sunglasses to conceal his identity. He expressed a desire for normalcy, which he feels fame has denied him, despite once praying for the spotlight. Okoye admitted to feeling grateful for his success, but the price of fame has led him to seek anonymity in his daily life. Yeah, so
let's find this guy first of all.
He's
fine.
Hey, he's like Usher.
Yeah, he's nice.
Yeah, he looks like Usher.
Now he's married to my baby sister, so I can't drool over him. But
he's married. He's married to who?
Ivy Zenny.
This is not married. This is not the one married.
This is the one married to Ivy.
I thought the one married to Ivy was
no. The dreadlocks is still married in his happy marriage. This one is the one who's married to Ivy.
Oh, I see.
Yes, ma'am.
So she go and Google him. Aha. No. You should go and Google him better. Come. I know I'll win.
Oh no. Oh, you mean we should go and Google?
Yes.
Sister, you hello.
Are you sure, ma'am?
The one with the direct is happily married with his wife. They're not separated. He's the one who separated with his wife.
Okay.
Yes.
That's fine.
I know this because I love their relationship, so I'm in their business.
Yeah.
Like every single day, I'm in their business.
Wow.
I'm looking them up, yeah.
Wow.
I think they have a really cute relationship.
Okay.
And I think Ivy is so young, she's very matured for her age. She's way too matured for her age. Like, I'm like, girl, tone it down. Like, just be a girl. Just be a little girl. But
I know.
These girls are just really making me fun. Yeah. I mean, considering the fact that when they were even just trying to have their little wedding, it was all over the place. Their little marriage was all over the place. I mean, if you're in the limelight, you understand what he's saying. You know, sometimes you just want your peace of mind, just want small privacy, and you just never get it because you've put your business out here, and they'll tell you that.
I'm telling you. And then when you finally want to do things by yourself, they say that, but you started putting your business out there, so your business is our business.
We own you.
We own you. That's how come they'll start calling your husband our husband, our child. Internet aunties. Well, let's move away from that, and we're doing some updates on the Diddy story. It's been a while since we caught up with that, and so let's take a look at that.
Abby?
No.
I'm right?
You're not right. You're not right.
Beautiful.
Oh, we should have beds.
This one?
Yes.
So they all don't have hair now? They all don't have hair now. Because the rest says, you can now. Confuse me.
Wow.
Okay. I believe you because you're over there and you could be right.
Yeah.
But I think I know my piece.
So after this we'll go and
Google and then we'll come back and have a whole show. Please get it here, sorry.
All right. Now you're having an update here on the Didi story.
Yeah.
I know it's been a while since we spoke about it, but the trial is still ongoing.
Yes.
This week is week 3, and it's been a lot. But this time we have ex-employee of Didi Capricorn testifying.
You are abusing
I mean, Cassie said they were working together. But all signs point out that, Charlie, this is not working together. Yes. Let's get into it. Now, yesterday, May 27 marks the commencement of week 3 in the federal criminal trial. Sean Didi Combs. Combs is facing charges of racketeering and 2 counts of sex trafficking. Additionally, he's also facing 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution. If convicted, the 55-year-old could spend up to 15 years or life in prison. In a new development, an ex-employee testified against Mr. Combs on how he conspired to go after Kid Cudi after he found out about Cassie's relationship with him. And so we're taking facts here from the Shade Room. Now, the Shade Room is one of the media houses that, are allowed. So I think I sent some facts in. So let's take a look at so it says Capricorn Clark testified about the morning of December 22nd, 2011. She said Didi banged on her apartment door holding a firearm and asking questions about Kid Cudi. She said Didi was visibly furious about finding out about Cudi and Cassie and said, "Get dressed, we're going to kill this man." Clark said she didn't want to go and Didi replied, "I don't want what you want, get dressed." Next. Now, he said, Clark said once they arrived to Cudi's home, Didi and his security guard, Ruben, entered the house through the front door. Clark said she was left in the car, so she called Cassie on her burner phone to alert her. Cassie was with Cudi at the time. Clark said Didi came back to the car, took her phone, and called the last number on her call history. He took now this coming from Clark, he said, he took my phone and called the last number. Then I saw Cudi driving up. Mr. Combs saw my face and said, there's that man. We drove off and saw police driving the other way towards Cudi's house. Clark, who managed Cassie's image and career moves, testified she took Cassie to purchase a burner phone once she learned Cassie was dating Kid Cudi. She said Cassie told her about the relationship via text, which was a bad idea because Didi paid for both of their phones. Clark said they went to Best Buy to get the new phone because she feared Cassie get us all killed. Wow. Now, Capricorn, after she and Cassie arrived at Didi's home, he repeated and beat Cassie. Clark tearfully testified she saw Didi come at Cassie 100% full force, kicking her in the back while she was in fetal position. Clark said Didi told her, "If you jump in, I'm going to mess you up." She added that Didi's security guard did not intervene. Clark testified Didi ordered her to call Cassie and tell her that Didi had me and wouldn't let me go until Cassie arrived. Clark said Cassie agreed and asked her to pick her up. Once Clark picked Cassie up, she said they both went to Didi's house. He allegedly told them not to speak to the police and asked them to convince Kid Cudi to not tell the police he was involved in the break-in. Wow. Clark said she called Cassie's mom, Regina Ventura, to alert her about the abuse. Clark, he's beaten the out of your daughter. I mean, over my head. Please help her. I can't call the police, but you can. Following the break-in, Cudi's car was set on fire. Now, this is where the story gets interesting. Remember when back then, 2023, when the story started coming out, Kid Cudi came out to say that he set his house on fire. People were confused. So this is to testify that that actually happened back then, 2023. So following the break-in, Cudi's car was set on fire. Clark testified she was contacted by the arson investigators but hung up because she just wanted to be over this. Now, Clark said Didi questioned her about how much she knew about Cassie and Cudi's relationship, and Didi allegedly said, "I should kill you." Wow. This
looks like a movie.
This and many more.
This looks like a movie.
This looks like a movie. Every single day, every single time, you get to use this man.
Sean Didi, you did this?
Wow.
And Cassie has been through it.
Cassie has
She's a fighter. She is. She's finally getting what she deserves. I wrote up something on my status, so right now I can go and check. At 19, thinking that she was about to be a superstar that was going to rewrite her story. Charlie, what do I call it? Blockbuster? What kind of story is this?
I said it the other time that her having to relive everything now. You know the trauma she's going through. And for those of you who are saying, but she could have left, but she could have left, but she could have left. I had a conversation was it last week with someone, and he was like, we women, we are part of the reason why, men would disrespect us. And I was like, you don't know until you are in an abusive relationship. Right now, you can be standing here and say, could never be me.
Okay.
But
until you're there. I think on my Facebook wall, I said that, and I addressed the same issue. Those who are saying that, oh, why didn't she leave? Have you ever fallen in love with a man who's an abusive man?
How they start by, bombarding you.
No, they break you.
They'll break you.
They break and make you little.
Bombard you, then give you breadcrumbs.
Yes, and then sprinkle a lot of over you.
When you see the because you're getting nothing.
It's about to get better. It never gets. It's just a cycle. You be in it. One day we'll have to talk about abuse.
Yes.
And dealing with abuse and how to leave those abusive relationships. How people understand this entire
and
Ventura
we'll open the call lines too.
Let people share their stories. Yeah, I think people need to understand that it's not that easy, especially when that's all you know. Remember that this girl started that relationship at 22, but she had known this man since she was 19. At that age, what does she know?
What does she know?
She was just being introduced into a world that she was overwhelmed with, and this man constantly made her feel like, I am your protector, and I'll be the one to introduce you to.
And now the protector became what?
The abuser.
Oh, Charlie. It's fine. Or die in court. Well, Mimi, this is all we have for you today.
Okay.
Yes, this is all we have for you today.
Oh, I wasn't ready for you to
entertainment. My name is Daphne Flashy, and I hope you guys enjoyed your time here this morning. We set you on the right path to have an amazing day right here on the AM Club. Remember to go page everywhere and get informed with us on the best of entertainment news. My name is Daphne Flashley, signing out. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much, Daphne, for coming through. Well, in today's dynamic business environment, a robust workforce is pivotal to achieving success. This is why we at Equity Health Insurance have thoughtfully designed our corporate health insurance plans to empower your employees and bolster your organization's performance. Now, with Equity Health Insurance, your investment transcends ordinary insurance. It represents a commitment to the future of your company. Our health plans are individually tailored to accommodate the unique needs of your employees, offering comprehensive coverage and exceptional benefits. Our support goes beyond administrative tasks and premiums at Equity Health Insurance. We are dedicated to standing by your side throughout the entire journey. So please feel free to reach out to us on 050-1515-124, 053-9135-073 so that we can further enhance the level of service we provide to you. Equity Health Insurance, we say always here for you. Well, Telecel says they have something amazing for you. Your secure and convenient network could help you. Platform that is offering amazing price. J. Becker said, send it keke. Just send. Even better, sending money from Telecel cash to Telecel cash. It's free on the Telecel Play app. So whether you're paying school fees or just sending cash to your favorite people, send it keke. Remember, you can make payment to all other networks anywhere cash transfer is accepted as a means of payment. Dial *110# or download the Telecel Play app. Now send the keke, okay? Telecel is making it easier for you to send money to your loved ones, okay? Thank you very much for that, okay? Telecel, thank you. Well, that's it for Coffee Daily. Now let's get straight into Fashion Wednesday, okay? We're getting into Fashion Wednesday this morning. I am super excited because we're about to learn. We're about to learn about Africa and some costumes that make a statement when it comes to the continent and our culture. Well, let's get into that right about now.
Visit www.mx24online.com for exclusive behind-the-scenes videos, up-to-the-minute sports updates, and the latest broken pen stories now. Experience more of MX24 Online. Visit mx24online.com today. MX24. Fun, fearless, and factual.
My name is Paulina Ababire. I'm in Nalirgo, Northeast region. I'm a rice processor. Four or 5 years back. We have one man have a machine here mailing it for us. So after 4 years, the machine got spoiled. We have one company called Tamana Company. They have Women's Day, and then they gave us forms to fill. So I picked one form and I fill. After that, I win. So they gave me 4,000 Ghana cedis. So when I came back, I said, no, I have to do something to help other women. So I went for small for rice processing.
In fact, it has helped us a lot. One, me, myself, as a husband, at times I have financial challenges. And through this mailer, my wife usually extends support.
Anya sunga eko ngafama nga kashi agwa nga kashi tikanya lafu tamankala de yanan ka anan pam eko mar abayi abata eko to nan ka apa abana shi abani
Wantare kashi afama na name na apasta po amanikani.
We have so many communities coming here, and then after mailing, they will just come there and buy, and then they will go. My mail center is now a host cell for so many people.
Every market day, when you come here, you see thousands and hundreds of women coming here to buy the rice and go back to sell.
The song maka yisela kuga kaye nkatori.
The song puruma afani pam ma wana bisane.
And then 3 ladies from the machine, and then 1 guy, which I pay them end of months. This community, some of them even used to go to Kumasi for business. Because of this machine, now a lot of them stay home.
Through their businesses, they are also able to support their families, especially their children, education and other things.
Yana unko malapu pienen tro wanchaka to chana nan chanjinya tangwama katukul didama nan yasama.
Nti opam na chaka tu masino ma nyasum kakachan tun katanya kataran pase.
If I'm given a chance to work for government or a different company, I think I will go, because what I'm doing now, a lot of benefit to me.
Well, I think we need to empower our women, because anytime our women had the opportunity to establish businesses of such nature, it will help the community.
In every have challenges attached. Where I'm living now is not my, it's like I'm having it for some time, and I'm looking to see if I can have my own place. My view is one day this place will be a company for our Mara Ghana. Ghana Grows Hope Day.
Ghana Grows Hope Day.
the world of fashion, where creativity meets innovation and beauty goes hand in hand with style. On Fashion Wednesday, we delve into the journeys of influential voices in fashion and beauty industries here in Ghana. From emerging designers to seasoned professionals, we explore their stories, their crafts, and vision for fashion's future. Get the inside scoop on the latest trends, expert styling tips, and beauty hacks to elevate your look. Join me every week as we celebrate the art, the passion, and the people behind the scenes than what we just wear. This is Fashion Wednesday, where fashion comes to life. Catch Fashion Wednesday every Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. on MX24 TV.
Hi, people. Welcome to Fashion Wednesday with me, your fashionable host, Diana Edinam Kumbey. Now, today, as we celebrate the African Union, we are shining a light on the beautiful and culturally significant traditional clothing from different African countries. Africa is rich in culture, and each country has its own unique style of dress that reflects its history and traditions. From the colorful kente cloth of Ghana to the flowing agbada of Nigeria, these traditional outfits are full of pride, beauty, and deep, deep meanings. And that's just many more styles across the continent tell powerful stories through their fabric and designs. And so, we're going to begin with one of the most famous textiles from home. Now, the origin of the kente cloth has been disputed because two great weaving traditions grew side by side in Ghana. The most famous story comes from Bonre in the Ashanti region. There, in the 1600s, two brothers, Otakraban and Watakraban, watched a spider spin its web. They loved the web's lines and shapes so much the who made its royal garment. The very name kente comes from the Akan word kenteng, which means basket, and nod to its tight basket-like weave. At almost the same time, far to the east in the Volta, where people were weaving their own double-layered cloths, and where weavers traced their to migrants from Benin and Nigeria. Their bands and checks of their own design. To Asante Kente and the Ewe Kente independently. Over time, influenced each other, but never lost their uniqueness. Both types of kente use vivid colors and patterns to tell stories. Each pattern carries a proverb or lesson from history. At first, only kings, chiefs, and special ceremonies could use these clothes. Today, kente is worn at weddings, and festivals all over Ghana and around the world. In 2024, UNESCO officially recognized kente weaving as an intangible cultural heritage. Even now, master weavers in Ashanti and Ewe towns sit at their looms, passing their skills down through families. Every piece they make keeps centuries of art, identity, and cloth is just, it's more than living Ghana's past statement of culture today, stripe by stripe, with stories never fade. I have a video for this. See it. Moving on to Nigeria, we are going to be talking about their agbada. Agbada, meaning voluminous attire, is a traditional four-piece male garment originating from the Yoruba people of Nigeria, Togo, and the Republic of Benin. The ensemble, which includes a
often embroidered and is typically worn during special events and ceremonies. During the height of the Oyo Empire in the 17th century, agbada became more than a local garment. It was often given to neighboring rulers and elites, including the people of Dahomey, that's modern-day Benin, who were under the influence of the Oyo Empire at the time. Over time, agbada evolved from a ceremonial garment to a symbol of status and cultural pride. Today, it's worn by men across West Africa and the diaspora during meetings, political events, and other significant occasions. Now we are going to Uganda or Tanzania. We are going to be looking at the history of kanzu. Now, the kanzu is a white or cream-colored ankle-length robe introduced to the Buganda Kingdom in Uganda by Arab traders in the early 19th century. Kabaka Suna, who reigned from 1832 to 1856, was to adopt kanzu for its use among the Baganda elite. Initially, it was a garment crafted from imported cotton or linen. Over time, the kanzu became more accessible with adaptations such as maroon embroidery called around the collar, abdomen, and sleeve. Today, it is commonly worn with a suit, jacket, or blazer during formal events, including weddings and cultural ceremonies. In Tanzania, the kanzu was similarly introduced by Arab traders and missionaries from Oman. It is worn as a national costume paired with a kofia, that's a small embroidered cap, and sometimes a bisht, cloak for formal occasions. The Tanzanian kanzu is typically made from synthetic fabric resembling silk, and it's customary to wear it. The kanzu holds cultural significance in both Uganda and Tanzania, symbolizing status and cultural heritage. All the way to Uganda, and we are going to be knowing more about the history of the gomesi. The gomesi is a floor-length, brightly colored dress with a square neckline, sleeves, and the sash tied around the waist. Its origins trace back to 1905 when Alfreda Allen, the headmistress of Gaya High School in Uganda, commissioned an Indian tailor named Caetano Gomes to design a uniform for her female students. Gomes adopted the traditional Kiganda known as the by a yoke and sleeve, resulting in the creation of the gomesi. The dress was after its designer and its adoption by the wife of Kabaka Dauda II. Popularized initially was made from cotton, but it transitioned to use silk in the 60s. They were more colorful. The dress became a symbol and worn during significant events such as weddings and national ceremonies. I know most of like to go to this country. We're going to South Africa, and we're going to be learning more about the Shweshwe and Zulu traditional attire. South Africa's Shweshwe cloth and Zulu traditional dress both tell stories of history, identity, and pride. In fabric that arrived in the mid-1800s. German and Swiss traders brought and French missionaries, the king of Lesotho at the time. He liked as Seshoshu. Print in bright reds, blues, and tight patterns. Women wear dresses, aprons, and even bags. Its vivid prints are now a shared heritage of Tswana communities. Zulu traditional attire uses leather, beads, and person's age, status, and role. Men wear an Ibeshu leather apron and a coiled Isiko headpiece for ceremonies. Married women wear an Iswab leather skirt and the flat round Isikolo hat. Both men and women are colorful necklaces and bracelets outfits. Each color carries its meaning. You'll see these outfits at weddings and annual cultural events. Together, the Shweshwe and Zulu dresses show how South Africans keep their traditions alive. As beads hold peace, values, and beauty that generations. Looking at the Habesha Kemis, which is from Ethiopia. The Habesha Kemis is the traditional ankle-length dress of highland women in Ethiopia and parts of Eritrea. It's made from shema, a hand-woven cotton cloth, usually white or cream, with tibeb, which is shiny thread accents woven along the hem, cuffs, and neckline. The patterns on the dress range from simple stripes to intricate geometric or cross motifs, each added by skilled weavers over days or even weeks. Women tend to drape a light cotton shawl called a netela over their shoulders or sometimes over their head, especially during church services and ceremonies. Worn for centuries at Orthodox Christian festivals, including the Tim white symbolizes tea and holidays. Already a modest national created by the Ethiopian diaspora linked to home. Today's designers blend tradition with innovation, adding subtle colors, modern cuts, even pockets, while keeping the heart of the chemist alive. Now we're looking at Kenya, and we'll be talking about the Maasai shuka. The shuka is a distinctive cloth worn by the Maasai people of Kenya and northern Tanzania. It's one of the recognizable traditional garments in East Africa. Once Maasai people wrapped themselves in calf sheepskin hides dyed red with ochre. Then cotton blankets arrived with colonial traders and the shuka was born. You see it's in bright reds, blacks, blues, and checks, each color and pattern telling its own story. Bravery, unity, even to frighten lions, a warrior shield in fabric form, draped one shoulder. Look, it's never complete without Maasai beadwork, signaling your age, status, and tribe. From initiation ceremonies to weddings and to gatherings, the shuka it's a symbol of resistance to cultural assimilation, a way for the Maasai people to retain their ancestral and visible presence in Kenyan society. It is Maasai identity around. Now to Morocco. We are talking about the jalaba and kaftan. So the jalaba is a loose robe with a practical cob hood, light cotton for the desert heat, and cozy wool in mountain cold. It's worn by for years, Arab and Islamic churches, and shows up everywhere from street markets to Eid prayers. The Moroccan kaftan, introduced Almohad and Marinid dynasties, is pure glamour, silk, and brocade. It arrived with Andalusian weavers and became a royal must-have. It is traditionally worn by women during weddings and special celebrations. Moroccan kaftan has evolved into a luxurious symbol of status, femininity, and is celebrated both locally and internationally as a fusion of history, craftsmanship, and elegance. Now let me introduce you to the Herero dress from Namibia. It's known in Oshiwambo as the Ohorokova. It arrived in Namibia in the 1800s when German missionaries brought Victorian-style gowns to the Herero people. The Herero women embraced the look. It has fitted wide bell skirts, bright fabrics, and it was made uniquely theirs. They top it off with the Ochikai, showing the fact that cattle so much community. During daily life, married women wear simpler versions of the gown, while younger women save the full Ohorokova for special events. After the tragic Herero-Nama genocide of 1904 to 1908, these dresses took on new meaning, proof of survival, pride, and unbreakable spirit. Today, the Ohorokova dazzles every Herero Day, festival, and parade. Each stitch is a tribute to history, resilience, and timeless style. And last but definitely not the least, meet Togu, Cameroon's royal cloth from the grass fields. It first appeared among kingdoms like the Bamileke, Foot, Baum, Nso, and chiefs. Originally stitched on imported Ukara fabric, today it's often made with velvet or organza. Those bright hand-embroidered shapes aren't just decoration. They are symbols of power, family ties, and spiritual beliefs. Togu once belonged only in palace ceremonies, funerals, and festivals, but over the last century, it's left the palace walls and has become a national icon of pride. Now you'll see it at weddings, cultural fairs, and even on Cameroon's team, who wore Togu-inspired outfits at 20. From royalty, Togu tells the story of Cameroon's rich heritage. And so that's it for Fashion Wednesday with me, your fashionable host, Diana Edinam Kumbey. I really hope you learned something new, because I have, and that's why we've brought this to you. But happy AU Day to you, and I hope we realize that we are really all one people right here in Africa. And so, yeah, until same time next week. Bye.
You're welcome back to Live Daily Right here. It's Miriam Udwa-Kamenta. You're welcome. But we're going to be having a very big conversation. If you know me very well, you know that me, I'm passionate about anything girl child. And so today, this conversation is important to us. Also, again, I mean, I've told you guys, I'm no feminist, but anything pertaining to the woman's advancement, I am with it, okay, ladies and gentlemen. And so please, today is one of those. But I'm always very excited when I see men things matter to women. Okay, so welcome. And we'll be having a big conversation. And today we're discussing menstrual hygiene. And on the 28th of May, since 2013, we have been, celebrating. Do I say celebrate or focusing on menstrual hygiene? An initiative by International. Yes, is an NGO. They have of the fact that countries is that the young girl is getting menstrual hygiene materials. It's usually whether they don't have it available, expensive, or just negative social growth of knowing the things and the best materials to use during that period. And today we are going to be having conversations with two amazing people. And the second one, dear, no crime in one. And I'm saying this humbly, but I'm just very excited. Like, when it tells you where we have come. Men think that if it matters to the woman, I am with this. I'm going to support to make sure that, listen, they do get the best of this world. Ladies and gentlemen, this I do have a Gyamfua and construction her to advocate safe period, safe environment for women to thrive, especially in that period. And also we have Joshua Nidromo, a cinematographer. Morning, lady and gentleman. But wait, you let me start with you, Nee. Let me start. You know I was going to start with him, right? Yeah, let's start with you, Nee. No. This one, we want to even clap for you first. We want to give it up for you, please. Thanks. Let's talk about why you thought that this is even a thing to pursue.
Oh, so growing up, I grew up with my aunties and my mom and my grandmother. So I mean, no gents around. So I mean, I've been around ladies from childhood. It's no different. Yeah.
So it was hard for anything.
Yes.
Women.
Exactly.
I get where this is coming from. Women. He understood better conversation.
Yeah. Yes.
Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Eno with the short hair. Eno with the actually. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm blessed, beautiful, and very, very successful. Now let's talk about your project. When did you start? And what even brought it all to you? Like, how did you come about such a project?
Funny thing, for me, menstrual health and hygiene has always been something that we actually speak about at home, because once in a while you hear, oh, I'm cramping, I'm not feeling well. And then people just go, oh, yeah, just exaggerating. But my friends along the way, I realized how bad their sessions would go. And some even throw up, some need to get injected about 8 times before feeling better. So, funny thing, for me, I'm blessed.
Yes, you did.
I barely cramp. Yeah. But as and when I go through it, I realize it's not as bad as I'm seeing around me. So then I think to myself, how can I make these people feel better?
Yes.
What shows that they can actually be in that space and then still have some form of comfort or care? So I came up with Hello Period. Because I do not cramp, sometimes I just see it, oh, hi, you're here.
Yeah.
Instead of being all bummed up about it, you can actually see it and
just welcome
it's
it.
here. Yes, because it's part of life. We don't have a choice.
Yeah, we don't. We don't.
Just welcome it and then see how best you can care for yourself.
Absolutely.
And make it as fun as you can.
Yes. There's the health aspect for there's very little understanding of how you should be regardless of that situation, because again, we do not base on ourselves. Yes. And sometimes, I mean, there was a time that when I'm talking about this, I get emotional. Do that if it was that bad, it's got that wicked. And again, no human being wants to live on this earth and bleed once a month. Who wants to do that? So we don't even like it ourselves. And then you come to a world where you're not accepted just because you're going. There's the religious aspect of it.
Yes.
And both of you to speak on where such as when you're in that period, you're not supposed to sit around people. You're supposed to sit at the back. Yeah. I mean, right now it looks like it has improved. Still, in some areas, it's still a big thing. You cannot touch. Just putting us in that box of unacceptance, just because we go through that thing every single time.
Yeah.
You want to touch? I want to start with you, Eno.
Okay, so when Hello Period came about, right, I took it upon myself to actually try to educate people to be able to understand the need. Like these myths, taboos, all those things around it is like trying to break the stigma around menstruation, basically. That's what Hello Period is mostly about. So we go into these rural areas as well as prisons and other facilities to be able to educate students as you're growing up. You still need to be accepted regardless because it's natural. It's no fault of ours. But brings us to why we should practice safe hygiene. Especially in this period, like when you are in that time of the month, there are certain things, obviously, like some people might say the blood is dirty, impure, all of that. But then you still need to take good care of yourself as a girl or a woman in that time of the month. You don't go around soiling yourself or with the right kits and the right practices, maybe just common washing of hands after you use the washroom. Even how often you change your pads or tampons or whatever you're using in that time should be able to keep you in check so that maybe to them it's just a colloquial thing, but then raising more awareness and education should be able to, you know, help with this, because these things should be not taught per se, but then in schools, in churches, we should be able to, you know, engage in these conversations.
And it shouldn't look too weird or strange.
Yeah, exactly. Like you say, I'm on my period, and then some people, all those things should be freely accepted, and it's all part of life. I mean, hey, when you guys wake up in the morning and you have your bonus, nobody is
faulting you for
it. So
yeah,
I think that's just what I'll say.
Let me move to the gentleman. Now, for you, what has been your experience being on the road? Or if you want to speak to what she just said, fine. But my question to you will really be being on the road, advocating for this menstrual hygiene for and girls to be accepted on this journey. How has it been?
I would say it has been bumpy. It has been like wavy. I don't know how to explain it, but when I started, people were like, "Oh, he's a guy. So I mean, what is he going to use the pad for?" Use it for This guy is going to use a front guy. A lot of conversations were just coming out. But I don't know what keeps me moving. But yeah, so I just love it. Yeah, because I prove them wrong. Also, in a way, I mean, seeing how far I've come. I started like 6 years ago, and I actually chanced on a documentary. Whether I had a documentary somewhere in 2016, where a girl was. I don't know how. It's so emotional. I was just. It's a news or something like that.
News item,
that got to me, like got me on the screen. She ran from the school to the house to change herself. Here lies the case. She doesn't even have a sanitary pads to change it. Means that she's going to miss a period. In class. As in period? Yes. But she's on a period. She gets it. So, I mean, it has been so challenging for me as well. And getting, I like the fact that you brought out the religious part of it. Traditional religion, I believe that a woman who goes through menstruation is not pure. Something like that. Yes, and I've really experienced that with someone. Yes, I mean, I don't want to, but I mean, that also got my attention. I mean, he got an attack because the lady who cooked the food for him is going through that. And he believed that it's from that.
He believed that attack came from the fact that the woman was in her period.
That's crazy.
I mean, it's been there. You don't have to eat from same pot with your wife or your children if they are going through that. And it's in the film. I had to bring it to the film.
You have to bring it in. Because guys, before we wrap up the conversation, we have a trailer. It's a trailer to the movie. I hear you say it's a 30 minutes movie?
Yeah, it's a 30 minutes. It's a short film.
It's a short It's a short film just highlighting this situation we're facing. I mean, when you on a global scale, in certain areas, they have come to accept that the young girl has to go through this phase. A woman has to go through this phase at some point in her life, and then it wouldn't happen anymore. But that's after she has had to endure all of these rejections and all of these things. Can you imagine being told that something about you that is natural is a taboo. To the world? I can only imagine what some of these girls go through. Now, let's talk about the non-availability of these hygiene materials, these materials that keep these girls in school. And I can totally relate to you because my little sister Hodaya, she's in US now, she also started she's about 16 years old. Yes. That's cute. She also watched a documentary. You know, out there, they expose them to a lot of things. So one of her projects, they were looking through projects. I think she chanced on this issue in Africa, where a young girl is middle class because of her period. She could not believe it. She could not believe it. She's like, so she went to meet my mom and they had to talk about it. And I remember she said she was like, no, at some point in life I'll have to help these girls. She could not believe that people are on this earth don't have what she has. Like, she has it stuck up in her box every single time when she picks it. Once it's time for her period, it's real. A lot of young girls are going through this. Now, both of you support some of these girls on this journey. Eno, what do you do specifically with your foundation when it comes to supporting menstrual hygiene?
For us, last year, we supported the female prisoners in Sawam because for them as well, they rely on these donations from other institutions, NGOs, and to be able to support them. And also for this year especially, I'm just a year old, more or less. So this year we're supporting 500 girls in Ada. Yes, the story touched me so bad because they are actually being exploited to be able to get these sanitary products just because in that part of the region, it seems the girls are not really accepted.
Where I come from.
Oh, okay. Yes. So maybe please enlighten me because I need to understand.
Yeah, okay. So I've had two stories about that. So a lot of these young girls have to come to these requests from these men, even in their period. They sleep with them to be able to give them money. And I thought that was so. I asked my mom because my is a queen mother there. So I asked her, does she know about these things? And she's like, I had no idea. I know that the young girls are not living a very, what we used to have a name for a very chastity life. She's very old school, so she had this word. They're not living the, when it comes to that are very, very low. But I didn't know that even in that condition, men thought that they were even good enough to sleep with. Now there's also the bit where they're doing all sorts of, there's this one, and then there's also the fact that some of them don't go to school. So the very younger one stay at home. If it's home for 7 days. And she's not on sanitary powder, she's bleeding on herself.
So
and bathing every now and then, and sometimes use cloth.
So we're trying to get raise more awareness on these reusable cloths, like the cloth pads. So there are some women who actually know how to make these cloth pads, and then would get a few of them to help with making more of these pads available to the girls, especially those who cannot afford the sanitary pads, and then would look into donating more of these sanitary supplies, as well as antiseptic, any all the sanitary supplies. It doesn't necessarily have to be just pads that we'll be limiting ourselves to. So Well, that's the
but you know, so you see, every time we come up with these amazing projects, I'm like, this is just one person doing
it exactly.
Without enough support, how then do we move forward? So I think this new government to do 3 parts for is it senior high, and it has started already. So for you, this one side of your belly lifted. So whilst you're providing for them, government is also supporting. Let's see how this goes. Let's see how this goes, so that it does not look like, you know, we raise the hopes of people and then now they do not have where to go back to when they finish. Because I was just going to find out from you, how sustainable is this supplies you want to do for these kids? For the ones that are not in school, which means they're not going to have access to that.
So even for my projects or my campaign, I actually go on the streets as well. So the KIA, I mean the portals, I go around, carry the sanitary pads. I go around, I educate them on it, how to clean themselves and even all that, because I mean these people are also on the streets. They don't have even anywhere to sleep, and the men actually get access to them.
Do. There's not they can, they do.
Easily.
I have headache thinking about this. I don't see how it works, but because even you, right? You know, please stay with me in this conversation. Even you, as a young lady, whilst you're going through that, you don't even want to put your hands in certain places because it's really exhausting, disgusting, even for yourself.
For real.
How another human being thinks it's nice to.
And brain damage.
But I mean, that was on a lighter note. But like, let's come back to your individual projects. You're giving sanitary pads again, but this time to 500 kids. Tell me about how that project is going.
We've this year we are joining the Mill Foundation to support 500 girls to help sensitize them, as well as donate these sanitary supplies to them. There are about 6 schools in all, but we wish we could do more to support the people in our Down West community. But baby steps, I'm sure we'll be able to raise more funds. The funds are what's important right now, which we are struggling to, you know, raise. But slowly, steadily, it's going on well. We're still, we have about a week to go, so we're still in high hopes that we'll be able to support these girls as well. But on the other hand, there's a personal project because my parents are prison officers. I have people in the prisons, like I'm supporting the Kumasi Central Prison as well.
Oh wow!
Yes, we're doing a cervical cancer screening for the prisoners.
Wow!
And also just being able to give back.
Yes. I see the passion in your eyes when you talk about these things. I want to come back to you. So at what point, in fact, share where you could what you're doing, confirm that there's actual impact coming from what I am doing. Like the story that told you that now it's amazing and I should keep going. That's it.
Where some of our outreach, when we go there, some of the kids actually they use Pampers or they use like rags or something, like piece of cloth for it. And like you said, you've been to Adan. I've been to Adan myself several times. So the film was actually shot in Adan. One of the schools, So we go back there again and we ask the children, I mean, how were you able to use the sanitary pad? Are you able to afford it now? I mean, they still can't afford it, but we tell them to, I mean, save at least, I mean, coins, small coins. In a month, you should be able to afford your next period. So, I mean, actually basically
you realize that at this point you're because again, if at some point they were using rags and then Pampers, and now they know how to use a sanitary pad, the other bit too as well, I mean, contingency plan for them is teach them how to save because you can't you want to always be there. It's not every time you have the resources. Every time you might even just die and you're not there. And who's going to that app? So I think that's actually really amazing. Eno, you want to share a story with that?
So for me, it's just nice to see people appreciate what you do for them, because especially for these prisoners, like I was saying, they depend on these donations a lot. As it already is, their families neglect them. Some do not even receive visitors for a year or two, depending on your life sentence. So for me, it's just good that they appreciate these little gestures, since it forms part of our natural well-being, basically. So yeah, just keep moving.
Yeah, most definitely. And I think what you guys are doing are very commendable. If a government or a big institution wanted to do something for both of you, what would be something that they would do that would be like, this is huge, this could be very impactful? Like, which part of the elements of what you're doing now needs help? And if anybody helped that aspect of it, will be a significant, it will have a significant impact on what your projects you're doing. I'm going to start with you, Nee.
Okay, so I have like an annual plan where I would want to go across the 16 regions with a film, screen, educate, and donate as well.
Yeah.
We are looking at more than thousands of schools.
Yes, that's a lot.
In the country. And more than 6,000 or more girls to, impact as well. So, hopefully, I'm in talks with some sanitary pads companies and all that who wants to come on board, and they've seen the positive side of the project as well. So
become on board with sanitary pad. That would be very helpful.
Just to do this.
Yeah, for me, I'm still waiting for the tax to be scraped off.
But
I really wish it was a thing. So
it is going to happen.
Okay,
it is going to
happen.
Fingers crossed. I think it has. I think it has. So it's going to be effective.
Exactly.
It's going to be effective.
Just waiting for that to happen because it lifts a whole burden. Because for me, I could afford it, but the average Ghanaian or even those in the rural areas will not be able to actually afford these products, and scraping it off means maybe getting more people to help donate or even give to these but then I want to create more awareness on sustainable use of these pads, like these reusable cloths. I want to be able to sensitize these rural areas, like the communities there, to be able to fully accept that if they cannot get these pads that we use. So I'm looking more of getting sponsorships for
the educational
and workshops and other stuff like that to be able to help. Basically, that's.
Oh my God, this conversation I think should be a year-long conversation, and I love it that both of you are on this. We are going to keep tabs on you. I support you as much as we can. Like I said earlier in my intro, that I am big on anything that supports girls. We excited to see our girls make better decisions just because they have the opportunity to, and not because they've lost all the hope and they're just surviving on this earth. We deserve better. We girls, we deserve better.
Yes, we do.
So now, when it comes to what you're doing, so you have shared with us what you're going to do. So we're going to be keeping tabs on you. But you have a film coming up. When is it premiering, though?
28th.
28th.
Oh, the day itself.
The day itself. So today, it's premiering today. And where are we going to be watching it?
Silverbird Cinemas.
Silverbird Cinemas. A huge one. Okay. Tell us what the film is about and how much we are paying to watch.
So I want to do this film commercial, free for everyone. I mean, because the kids know I can afford it. Yeah.
But you let people pay so you can use the money to buy it.
Yeah, so one thing is that I funded the film myself.
Yes.
I didn't get any funding or anything, but just few support here and there. Yeah, hopefully some people are reaching out to also come on board and all that, and it's a good thing. And one most important thing is you said you are interested in girls.
Yes.
This film was shot by young female, amazing young female filmmakers. So the camera person, the light person, the sound person,
all girls. Ooh, you are just incredibly amazing. I pray God gives you 10 daughters. Oh my God, you deserve 10 daughters. Wow. Okay, so we're paying. It's for free.
It's free.
Silverbird Cinemas tonight. What time are we coming to watch?
So you're looking at 3 p.m. 3
p.m. So not too long from this moment. 3 p.m. We're all meeting at the Silverbird Cinemas, and we're watching this film. What's it called?
Period.
Like period.
Yeah.
Like period.
End of sentence.
And a period. Okay. And I think for me, I mean, we're all going to be watching the trailer right after this, but I think it will be very educative. I think for every person or even older person that does not actually the guys come and watch and understand what it is that these young girls go through, so that it will give you support in advocating for menstrual hygiene, and of course supporting NGOs like this who are just doing their bit to make sure these girls have a better life. Any social media handles you'd like us to follow?
So for me, Hello Period is on Instagram _Hello Period _. We're trying to expand our, socials, but for now we're just really active on Instagram and Snapchat, but we can just go with the Instagram handle, please. Thank you.
And me, how do we connect with you?
So Part the Girls Period, # Part the Girls Period, and Pure the Film, or Promotion Pictures.
Promotion Pictures. Okay, guys. Also, any contacts if someone wants to come and support you on this project? Someone is watching this morning and they're like, you know what, I want to come and support what you're doing. They want to come and donate sanitary pads or anything. How do they connect with you?
Okay, you can send a message to us on Instagram, but contact us on 0244 229586. You can send your donations, whether cash or supplies in kind, whichever one you want to donate to. You can just quickly reach out to us, and then would see the way forward from there.
Awesome. How about you, Jerome?
Yeah, so you can.
It's so hard, but okay. It's so hard, but okay.
I can relate to that.
But at least we have wonderful men and women who understand that the world is already difficult. So let's not make it any more difficult for everybody. Let's just keep supporting and keep helping. If you're out there in cash, in any form, please come and support these projects. Let's make sure these girls have a better life. We would want them to. Again, this has been the AM Club. I'm going to be leaving you wonderful hands of. So the production is Motion Pictures. Yes, we have a trailer for you. Just take a look at it straight to the plug after that.
Ani onye olumonumo ke ene ni afuaba.
Fine, Dabi.
It's a perfectly natural thing that happens to everybody.
So you can have this once, yeah? We're changing them regularly.
What kind of you to hear me? Come sooner, Mama.
Onupa Guabeku Ake. Lie Hela Upulukumi.
Simoni Ohio Uche. Jimono Feno Niteno Kete Utremomi.
Abushiga. Abu Karawele.
Intawama Yahife. Shimukuma Kwame.
Don't you want to have babies in the future and play with them?
How has related blood on her skin?
I am
am your father, little girl, I raised you. Now you are older, so what is the issue? Time of the month, all I know is payday. Time of the month, if you're oh, is that blood? That is blood. Don't tell me.
Introducing Betway's Bet Influencer, a groundbreaking feature where you can make money by just sharing codes. He just needs to share his codes and make money. The more his codes are used, the more money he makes. Oh yes, so what are you waiting for? Anyone can be a Bet Influencer. Share your codes and make money. Bet Influencer, another world first from Betway.
This advert has been approved by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Betway, get way more.
Many from next year, come. Let's patch up the shop so kanka. Pukawi, see what kiosk number 22. That's all shop Brajo. Two. Yes. Mommy, me show our unya so well. Hello. Me show our uko boats. See what last stop. That's all your sister Rose. Hold up. Sister Rose, Mr. So no mommy. Also, unya so. What's circle? What's me? Nyanya walk up. You sound. Bro, I had the info from 6 p.m. Shut. Let's saw it too.
When we connect our energies, great things happen. Connect to a world of amazing and endless possibilities. Telecel, connecting lifestyles, connecting dreams.
Telecel, connecting energies.
Michael has been exceptional from this staff of the year.
This wouldn't be possible without a strong relationship. You've been with me to university. All those days of studying together just to ace those tests, which we did, by the way. Those days of the side hustles. You were there. All of these have prepared me for this moment. Cowbell Coffee has been there with me every single step of the way.
For the big days and the seemingly ordinary, creamy Cowbell Coffee is with you every moment.
This advert is FDA approved.
Hi, my name is Ricky. I'm a TV host and a self-styled chef. Cooking is my ultimate passion and is something I would say it's my calling. Now, for those who cook a lot like me, there's one fact they'll always state. Ingredients decide how tasty your food is. And for me, the game-changing ingredients is water. Tap water at the moment is not the best option considering what's going on in the country. Also, such as water can and produce too much waste. For me, my number one choice for cooking is Jibu water. Cooking with Jibu water enhances the flavor of your food, and it's not just unlike other brands where you have to pour it from a heavy bottle. The 20-liter dispenser bottle comes with a tap that makes things so easy. So you see how simple Jibu gives you big flavors and great taste without all the Number 2, cook.
Jibu, transforming opportunity to thrive.
Welcome
Welcome to Deluxe Experience, trusted partner in creating unforgettable events. From breathtaking stage designs to dazzling lighting solutions, we bring your vision to life with precision and creativity. Our expert event planning and consultation services ensure every detail is you can enjoy a stress-free experience. Capture every moment, professional photography service, because every moment deserves to be cherished. Transform your event venues into a mass exquisite interior lighting and permanent design to suit your style and theme. At Deluxe Experience Ghana, we don't just plan events, we create experiences. Let's make your next event extraordinary. Deluxe Experience Ghana. Think events, think Deluxe. Contact us today on 0267 83 7006 or 0545 03 8620 and 0545 03 7520. Deluxe Experience Ghana. Think events, think Deluxe.
What an incredible conversation that right here on MX24. My name is Miriam Uduak-Menta. We're getting into other big conversations. And I told you that every time here on this show, what we seek to do is to educate and empower ourselves to grow together. Whatever conversations we have here, it helps me too. So like I said, we do this together. We're growing together. Well, Equity Health Insurance has for us. Okay, they call this one Equity Telemedicine product. Now, in today's fast-paced world, accessing quality healthcare should be simple and convenient. That's why Equity Health Insurance presents a telemedicine product designed to bring expert medical consultation right to your phone. Now, with just a call, you can connect with licensed doctors anytime, anywhere, whether at home, work, or on the go. This service ensures that you receive prompt prescriptions and professional advice with long wait times. Now, for as little as 6 Ghana cedis, you can enjoy 24 hours, 7 days access to doctors' prescriptions, supports, and referrals when necessary. Don't let a distance or time constraint in the way of your health. Contact us today on 020 46 69562 or 050 9969010 to register today and experience a hassle-free healthcare today. Equity Health Insurance, we say always here for you. Now with the Jibu water, staying refreshed has never been easier. Jibu water provides clean, healthy water you can trust as your go-to source for drinking and cooking, with options of our innovative 20-liter bottles that come with a tap and 18.9-liter bottles. Your dispensers will have a breath of new life as our clean water or our clean and hygienic Jibu water flows through them for your consumption. Whether you need a cool drink to quench your thirst or a fresh cooking water to make your meal taste its best, Jibu water is the way to go. Now, order for yours now. Call us on 020 9845817. That's 020 9845817, or visit our website at www.jibuco.com/GH. That is www.jibuco.com/GH for more information about our brand, Jibu Water, a better life. Now, just gone by was a conversation about today's big conversation, which was Menstrual Hygiene Day. We're commemorating today to educate us more on how natural and important it is for every single person, especially the men Yeah, I have 2 men sitting across me. So let me point to that. The men understand how natural it is to go through that phase and help support us do have a great season when we get into that phase of our lives. And that's our periods. Now, to commemorate World Menstrual Hygiene Day today, Yaz presents the Empowered Period campaign. The campaign kicks off with a street awareness happening at 14 locations across the Greater Accra region, which will be followed by some school tours in the subsequent weeks. Stay tuned in to our MX24 and crossed out pages to be aware as we join Yaz to cross out period poverty. So as part of our campaign, Cross It Out is all about breast cancer and other empowerment projects. We have included period or menstrual hygiene as part of our campaigns, and you're partnering with Yaz to make this happen. So please join us on our social media platforms. Let's grow together. Let's get educated on how this project is going to happen. Yes, on your screens right there. It's Breaking Period Taboos. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Can you actually imagine? Anyway, let's get into our conversation for this morning. Welcome back into the studios. We're going to have a conversation with my friends from Jibu Ghana. They didn't bring me water again. They still didn't bring the bottle. So I don't even know what they're saying. Because we had a contract that our next meeting, you're coming with my bottle with my name on it. Ooh. Designed for well, you know here we're having a conversation. With my name specially engraved on the bottle.
No problem.
No problem saying. Where is it? Quickly. I trust you. Jibu Watade, I trust you. Well, joining us for the conversation, Samuel Kwesi Fosu, Commercial Manager, and Jonathan Zobi, the Country Manager. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
It's always a pleasure to sit here with you.
Definitely a pleasure to be here as well.
Always a pleasure. How's it going at Jibu?
It's been great. It's been great. It's been great.
What's new? I thought the last time we had a conversation about starting my own business.
Right.
Yes, I think we had that conversation. I said,
yes, and we're back again, actually. There's more goodies to that.
Okay, let's talk about that then.
And so that's the franchising opportunity that we want to highlight this morning.
Great.
So, I mean, a good morning to your viewers, and thanks for always being with us.
Thank you.
This morning, we actually bring good news, which is about investment.
Yes.
We know that in times like this, when people try to make some funds, they want to invest in a business that gives them some positive returns.
Absolutely.
But quite apart from the returns, also a business that makes actually a sustainable impact in our lives. And that is why we're calling on people that are watching us, or people that have funds and want to invest, to actually look to come and empower a brand like Jibu, and then make some very good impact or sustainable impact on society by helping us save our society from all the plastic waste, among others, providing purified water for all of us, and also to be able to make a meaningful returns, very helpful on their investment. And that's the reason why we are here.
Awesome. You want to tell us how that works?
Yeah.
Okay, let's get into it.
Currently, as Sammy rightly mentioned, people are looking for, so if you invest in dollars right now, I'm sure a lot of people are like just scratching their heads up to forcing his own. It's
still at forcing. Good morning.
So if you invested or you've saved money in dollars right now, like you've lost a lot of money. You've lost about 20 or more than 20% of the value. Even for those that invested in dollar-denominated investment, they've also suffered some level of losses. So if you're looking for a business opportunity, as my colleague mentioned, to be able to invest in that, Jibu is the right place for you to come in. And for you to be able to invest or for you to qualify, anyone with an entrepreneurial spirit, you have a business running, you want to even expand your portfolio in terms of the businesses. The water business or the franchising water business is one of the best that you can do. Currently, in terms that I always tell my colleagues at the office, there are 3 things that when you sell or you go as an entrepreneur that you never make losses.
Totally.
Food, water, and medications.
You never run away.
Exactly.
Muhammad said the other time on one of his address to the nation, he says, you can't sell alcohol.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
Like how there's certain things you lose here for the year, I promise.
Exactly.
And so this applies to Jibu, working with Jibu. Yeah, let's get into that.
Exactly. So for anyone that's looking to invest, in terms of the process, once you come in, you walk into our office or you call our line, we'll take you through the process where in terms of the process, you have to be a reseller. So in terms of the reselling, you come in, you pay a fee, you pay $10,000, I almost said dollars, 10,000 cedis. And once you pay the 10,000 cedis, you get our proprietary 20-liter special bottle. You get 100 pieces of that filled. And then after that, we'll work with you depending on the specific territory you want to set up the business in. And once that is done, you then begin to do the selling or the reselling. During that period, we provide marketing support to you. So in terms of activations, you have some schools, you have some hospitals, you have churches, you have some companies you want to engage. We provide all that marketing support for you. And then after that, after the period of reselling, once you meet the target, then you're transitioning to become a franchisee. Yes. I'm sure people are still thinking around the margins. So for every bottle you sell, we're looking at between 40 to 50% margin. But then it's a volume-driven business. So the more you sell, the more margins you make. So that's briefly in terms of that has an interest in becoming a franchisee.
So I'm a young lady who wants to start this business. However, this your 10,000 Ghana cedis looks like, and no, I don't have it. I don't know where I'm going to find that 10,000 cedis now. What are the options available to people who might not have such an amount of money, you know, to start this franchise business with you?
Right. So the 10,000 actually to start up.
Yes.
Now, we provide an opportunity for you to actually work towards building that if you don't have that now. So you can be a reseller, you sell some products and make some margins on that. So once you do that, it's an opportunity for you to build up that amount, 10,000 cedis, that you need to officially begin the process of becoming a franchise. So the selling comes in two ways. What we call the retailing or the tuna-ton in our local parlance, where you come and take some and then sell and get some. We don't require 10,000 Ghana cedis. Just have about some 1,000 Ghana cedis. It should be good enough to get some products to be able to sell. Whilst you are doing that, you could be saving towards getting that 10,000. Now, eventually, we set you on the tone or on the path to becoming a franchise. And that comes with the added advantages that Jonathan had mentioned. We assist you with the marketing. We give you a dedicated territory. Now, the two one is properly all. So you can have a shop here, another one can have a shop just you, and then we all sell. But once you start the journey of franchise, we dedicate a thing for you that nobody comes across. Then you own that. So that's the difference. So even if you do not have the 10,000 cedis now, you can start something. You can start reselling or take up our product and making some good margins for yourself.
Because I was going to ask how many can be in the same neighborhood. I'm glad that you brought that up. Now, so how are people embracing this opportunity since you introduced it? Because I think we talked about it on this platform. You did a launch at your venue, and you guys seem to be in a very strategic area. Then how are people responding to this?
The feedback has been phenomenal in terms of, one, interest in Jibu as a brand, for water, and then those interested in how do you call it, the business aspect of it, which we are highlighting this morning. We've had a lot of people coming in, and we've even had people clashing in terms of the territories they are interested in. So for anyone that is seated and the person is yet to make a decision or a move, it's like land. We are selling fast. We are selling really fast.
I'm trying to get for Oyarifa, so block that area for me. If somebody says, tell them that your brand ambassador is coming there, so they got to move.
The territories are selling fast. People are reselling. So for anyone that's interested in this water business, and I keep saying, as the population grows, as Ghana grows, the demand for water will definitely go up. So if there's any safe business you want to invest in, it should be this business. Because you get your return back and more.
Okay. Now, there's another thing I want to bring up. So, you know, this water business, for most people, other brands need to come. Like, you know, in my area, they probably like other water brands. And so I don't want to sell Jibu alone. Is that possible if you become a franchise owner?
As a franchisee, no.
No, but as a retailer, you can.
Yes, as a retailer, you can sell other brands.
Can you do both?
Sorry? Well, can you be a reseller, a retailer, and then a franchise? Well, yes, you can.
You can do
I mean, once you set up your franchisee, I mean, you need a lot of retailers to be able to retailing for you.
Yes.
So you set one of your branches as a depot or a retailing center. Right? So which is allowed. The only thing is that we do not let you display these things at our franchise.
Well, let's come back to the franchise stuff again. Yeah. So for you, once you become a franchise, what do? You produce your own water. Yes, you are actually equipped to produce Jibu from your.
Yes.
Who gets to survey how production is done? Because from your end, we know that you produce clean, hygienic Jibu water. Yeah. We cannot you don't compromise on quality.
Definitely.
How do you manage that?
So we have a P&Q team, and ours is very much stringent.
Okay.
As part of the MOU that we sign with you, or the agreement that we sign with you, anytime we flout any of the production and quality procedures, it comes with a very much stringent. In fact, you can even lose your franchise license. So we have the team that visits all our franchise locations every day.
Every day?
Every day. Ooh. That's how stringent the whole thing is. We do not want to compromise on our quality.
Yeah.
Actually, we are producing the quality. So that's the premium that we have now. I would not want anybody to come in to infuriate or loot what we're actually giving us. So in terms of that, there's that stringent checks that we actually do. Now, the other thing is that quite a problem, we even send mystery shoppers to try and then come and buy your water and then tell us whether there's actually change in what they know of Jibu Ghana or Jibu Spentest or Jibu Airport or something. Try and get those ones. So we are always getting feedbacks from our locations, right? And we make sure that we give, just like we said, we equip you or we give you the training. So if somebody's working at Oyarifa, for instance, where your new franchise location is coming up.
Yes, I knew. Thank you.
Then it should be the same as the one at Madina. The head of P&K, or production quality, has his own cameras and code that monitoring everything out of the franchise. That you rest assured, whatever we produce at Oyarifa from next month is going to be that we
are. But how big? What's the capacity you're looking to? Space, right? How big must the place be to be able to produce? To set up a production company, as a franchise holder.
You just need 2 standard shops.
2.
Yeah.
Like. Because the standard shop is not as big as this. So just a little out of this.
Yeah, I think that should work.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And then we'll set up the machine, get all the necessary certification from FDA standard boards, and
for you.
We'll do all that. We'll do all that, and then after that, you start production. But what we also recommend is that as you get, 6 months, in terms of the demand and the number, there should be a space that you would be able to store your bottles.
Yeah.
Because it will still fit into the store, but with time, because of the demand, you need some. So it should be 2 stores, but then there should be an expandable area that you can actually keep the bottles, because it becomes a lot with time.
Yeah. Wonderful. So if you're watching this morning and you're interested in this, make sure to stay right here because we're going to be giving you details as to how you can connect with the team. Apart from this particular big project, which for me is very necessary because a lot of people want to get into this business, but you know, they just don't know how. And you know, sometimes there's structures you need to put in place as what is going to keep the business. But you're interested in a business, but you don't know how you're going to do it. Jibu is ready to help you go through all of that process hassle-free. And all you need, if you want to be a franchise holder of Jibu, all you need is 10,000 Ghana cedis. Are you?
No, the 10,000 is the reselling.
It's reselling.
So that's when you start.
That's how you start the process.
Yes.
To becoming a franchise holder.
Yes.
So.
That's the
pardon me. That's how to start. Yes.
And then after you're done the reselling, the license fee, the franchise license fee, is 50,000.
50,000.
Yes.
Okay.
The franchise license fee is 50,000. Okay. That's what would use to do the setup.
Yeah.
We'll bring in the machine, which we have partnership with Healing Waters in the US.
Oh.
So it's a proprietary machine specific for Jibu.
Yeah.
So when you drink Jibu water, you'd realize that we have a particular taste. No water is supposed to be tasteless, but there's a particular taste that comes with Jibu water as compared to the other brand.
Yeah.
And it's all because of the kind of machines we are using and where we are sourcing it from.
Okay. Wonderful. Well, so this morning, we brought you a business opportunity for all my young girlies who told me that this year we're going to start businesses. This is an opportunity for you.
Yeah, and we are actually interested in, you know, for Mohammed's campaign before he came into power, about creating jobs and making sure that in terms of the youth, they go to school, they come out and they can't find any work to do. So for anyone looking for an opportunity, we want to, we have special interest in the youth. So for anyone that has an interest in this business, they should reach out to us. We can have an arrangement with them to be able to set them up. For every business you set up, every franchise you set up, you generate about 9 to 12 direct jobs.
Yeah.
For every Jibu franchise you set up. In terms of the indirect, it's between 25 to 40.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
So now, see, our appetite is already wet. We're ready to start business. I was about to start mine next month. Because next month is my birthday month, Jibu. Jibu, 8th June is my birthday, so y'all better do something, all right?
Sure,
okay.
Definitely.
Now, how do we connect with you?
So, on our social media handles is Jibu Ghana.
Yes.
So on IG, on Facebook, on TikTok, LinkedIn, you can reach out. Or you can reach out 0.
Okay.
Sorry, let me take it again. 0542 032 510.
Okay.
0542 032 510.
Okay.
And we will get back to you. Our head office is actually Medina, opposite the social welfare.
Okay.
You can come back to, you can reach out there too, and then we would attend to you.
So a very popular place, so you should just pass through there. If getting on them online is a hassle. Thank you so much for being a part of the show. My name is Miriam Udua-Komenta. We came to you live from our MX24 studios, Oleander Street, East Legon, Accra, Ghana. Connect with us on all social media platforms. It's MX24 on all social media platforms. See you again tomorrow for another awesome show.